Okay, this is the Bracelet One here on YouTube. This is she. Okay, Healer Tarot. I wanted to do a storyline reading on a Mr. Sheldon. Let me say it right. I don't want to say it. Sheldon Jeter Jr. He is a young man who murdered a teacher. And I saw it yesterday as far as, let me see, when did it happen though? Let's see. Let me just get some. Okay, this is his face. He has a mask on right here. If you can see him good. My computer ain't in the same place, so it's kind of like, I hope you can see him because I can't even see it good myself. Okay, let's flow. I hope you can see him. But, okay, let's just flow. Let's see. Some kind of information. I don't see any information right now. I can tell you that he is accused of murdering a teacher, right? So let's see, when did that even happen? Sometimes there's a lot of writing, but then you don't see what you need to see. And right now, I don't see what I need to see. When did he do it? I don't see. Well, let's just see. I'm going to say a little something before I do the storyline reading. She was one of his teachers. He convicted of murdering last year. I guess his teacher. Oh, come on. Everything is trying to block me from doing this storyline. I'm trying to see some information at least to say something, and things just keep on happening to stop me. Okay. I'm just trying to see what. Okay, his roommate. I thought it was his teacher. They got too many things going on here. It's hard to just have like the story just be the story. It's stuff all combined. Did this person kill his teacher or he didn't? They're throwing me off track a little bit. Okay, it says that Sheldon Jeter was convicted of murdering his roommate in 2021. Now Jeter has been named as a suspect in killing his Pennsylvania teacher, Rachael DelTonda. The case has remained unsolved for 5 years. A former student was romantically linked to this teacher. He was named as a prime suspect. In 2016, she was discovered in a car in a parking lot with the 17-year-old. He was 17 in 2017, and she was in a parking lot with him in a car. 2 o'clock in the morning, according to authorities. The windows were steamed up. Okay, let's see. Okay, so in 2018, she is returning to her parents' house, and she was gunned down. So some kind of way they was in a car in 2016 or whenever that was, but then in 2018, she was gunned down, shot at least 10 times. And they saying he did it. So let me just get off of this because it's holding me up because I got so much stuff wiggled all around. This is the Bracelet One, Healer Tarot here on YouTube, and you don't have to take anything as fact. The storyline says, but I believe everything the storyline says. Okay, it's for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so this is the Bracelet One. Okay, let's just flow. Let's see what God says. Number 2, I cleared number 2 for this storyline. Let's flow and find the 2. Where are you 2? Here it is, number 2. Let's just flow. I'm still hearing, Hail Mary, come with me. I'm hearing Hail Mary. Was he a church person? I'm hearing Hail Mary, come with me. Was he a church person? Was he a church boy? I don't know. Let's flow. transparent, he looked at her as a liability because he was ecstatic, because he had a lot of feelings that he wanted to express. So, relations to not wanting her as a woman, follow me? She shouldn't lower her standards by being with a teenager, follow me? He wasn't going to postpone the active action, follow me? Okay, the total community, school, neighborhood, or whoever knew about this some kind of way. So it says right here, he is going to do what make him feel good and feel better in the situation. Because it says that he had a sixth sense about the TP, the house, or whatever place. But she washed her hands on him, the African American, because he chose the one for full bloom. So he was in love some kind of way here. Or she decided she wanted to marry somebody and she washed her hands on him. Get my drift? She chose the one for full bloom. That's a marriage card. So we have him right here. Mr. Jeter. He wanted his cup filled. Time, romance, or money from her. Okay. She has taken her for a joke. So he might have called her some kind of way. Because it says she has taken her for a joke. And he popped up on her on whatever day. It don't have to be this day. Follow me? So, at one time, so we got the player. The player is a man usually. But I'm going to have to turn it around to her, right? The player is always a man, but I'm going to turn it around to her. Get what I'm saying? And I'm going to put this side as him. But this is usually the lady's side, but I'm going to turn it to him. He's searching for love. And she was the player where she talking to him and she talking to somebody that she want to marry. Get my drift? So she was the player in this situation. He moved on it fast and made something happen. So it says right here, she is trying to avoid him strip searching, taking off clothes, or robbing her. Follow me? Fear took him there, follow me, to do what he did to her. Remember this card if you don't remember any. Fear took him there to do what he did to her. So we hear this is real life, not snowballs and lollipops, Mr. Jeter. He wanted softness and sensitiveness from her. Okay, because something was seeping through, follow me, between him and this young lady. So he made a choice to go to another city, state, neighborhood, county, or wherever he went. He felt it was his game now. Follow me? He was tired and he tried and he was tired of the games. He adored who? This teacher, a lecturer. Follow me? A boisterous person, a teacher. Follow me? I don't know if I said it about the smoke detector. The detector went off and I have to get the batteries changed, but I can't reach it, so I have to wait some days. So if you can bear with it, please bear with it. Okay, because you're going to hear it once in a while. Okay, so he asked her, did she do it? Whatever it was, he wanted to know, did you do it? Maybe get married, maybe tell about the relationship or whatever this is. I don't know what he wanted to know. No more of him trying to impress her, right? Because he felt like it was seed time for him for sure. So seed time for him right then would be, because I don't see no money nowhere. Seed time for him. Wait a minute, because he's oh shoot, that thing scared me every time it does that stuff. I don't like talking things around me unless it's me talking. Okay, let's see. Because it was seed time and it was a sure thing. So we have next to it the strip searching and robbery. So I don't know. Did you do it? No more trying to impress. So I don't know if try to avoid him strip searching, taking off her clothes, or robbing her. Let me just go some more to see. Okay, so it says right here that he barged in with rage toward her, where she is saying no, no I can't, no I won't, no, whatever it is, right? She is wondering if he was wondering if he could trust her. Follow me? But God told him not to hurt nobody, because he was dealing with a Gemini. Either she is a Gemini, act like a Gemini, half good, half bad, or he was acting like a Gemini, or he was one. That was the comrade. Because here we have right here the merge card. So we got two merge cards here. Either He was in love with this lady, this teacher, and he wanted to marry her. That's how in love he was, because he was a teenager and they fall in love fast. Can't mess with kids because they take everything as fact. Or she was just going to marry somebody forevermore. Follow me? So we got, he wanted to know, did she really even care about him? Follow me? Because stepping out into the nightlight with a sage, she could have been a sage. She could have been adventurous like a sage. They was out that time in a car together. Follow me? Nightlight. She measured and tested to see how far she could go with him, and it was awful. Okay? Usually it goes around. No, it goes just like I'm saying. Even though she the victim, she still measured and tested to see how far she could go with him, and it was awful. Because she is messing with a student. That's what it's saying. So, I'm ready for a healthy way of loving. So she's ready for a healthy way of loving. And that meant she had to love her first. But he was ready for a healthy way of loving. That means he had to love himself first because he was tested and measured. And it was terrible. Messing with the teacher messing with him as a child. He is amazed that she was acting spicy and changed up on him. Some kind of way. So we have right here that she insinuated something with sharp words to him. Follow me? So it says that some kind of way there's fussing among each other because someone was in competition with him. There's fussing. Some kind of way. She banked on he was easy. Because he's a teenager. Because he was letting off his sexual tendencies. Follow me? But she was also. But he needed to have a clear mind, and she did. Because we have right here the pillow talk, talking through the extension, sweet words and all. But he wanted to extend it in person. Or she did, however it was flowing. Okay? But it was a carbon copy of something he went through before. It was an issue. So some kind of way, they was eating some kind of way meat with sauce, or one of them was. She could be a Capricorn or have a daughter or anything like that. Or he just was expressing negative energy like the Capricorn, the devil energy. It was a lack of control out of him that night, but it was a lack of control out of her back then when she was in a car with him. Having an affair with a child. So we have right here that she is keeping her options open right here. And her options was she met somebody else she wanted to marry, or she was talking to somebody at the same time, or whatever was going on. So we have right here that this would be him. He need to plant more. That means time, money, energy, whatever it is, love, or whatever he needed to make him a better person. To know it's not right to murder someone. So she is a pioneer, but she is chipping away at him. So we need another one. But the first card is he looked at her as a liability, or she looked at him as one. But she could have looked at him as one where she needed to break it off with him because he could mess up her reputation if anybody found out. So he's a liability. But he looked at she as a liability as far as, I guess, if he thought like she didn't want him anymore, whatever's going on here. So is it another one, universe? Because I don't really see. Let me see. Let me see if I see a card where that he actually total community school or whoever know about it. I don't see any killing card. If I see one like that, I can leave it at this. But I don't think I saw any. But he did murder the teacher. Okay. Okay. The universe give me another set of cards for this young man. Okay, 8. Let's see what an 8 at for this young man. So we got an 8 right here. We got 8 right here. What's this flow? 8. He needed to yield for a second. So he needed to surrender and just tell the truth. Because he wanted jointness with a trailblazer, the teacher. Follow me? Okay, it says right here that he is a people pleaser. And he had to know his words had power. So we have, it was, he had to see it for what it is. Because she was energy seeking. He wanted playtime or to talk business with her. But she was a queen and she was going to stay on her throne. Or he was as a king, a prince. He wasn't even a man. He was a child. He had to have a stable mind. How much would it take for him to have a stable mind? But how much would it take for her to have a stable mind? So he went somewhere where it seemed like it was pleasant, but it was danger below. Follow me? Because he wanted to win. Follow me? Because he was his princess. So he looked at her as his princess so he could win. And the danger below was he made it dangerous himself when he did what he did. But God said, how much would it take for him to have a stable mind? Because it says right here, loosely he's slipping through the corridors, the hallways, the roads, whatever he's slipping through to get to where she was. Follow me? He needed to what? God said, yield for a second. Because something was canceled 2 times. Maybe him trying to see her or anything like that. Maybe she was saying no or what was going on. I don't know. But time counted to him. Okay, he stayed on it like a gas guzzler to come after her, or he was driving some kind of way fast. Knowing all money is green. He needed to look her straight in the eyes, have no biting his tongue out of eye contact. Knowing all money is green. So this could be for the teacher where she could go to another school if she got fired. She could go somewhere else, or this would be for him because it's really his card. So I don't know why it's talking about money. I don't know if he got money out of her. I don't know why it's talking about money. That's just fluff. Okay, see his pitter-pattering around with her. Only you, babe. He's saying it or she was saying it. Only you, babe. Okay, here we are. He had to be the cheerleader of his own life. He's around something flowery and green. Either clothing or on grass, trees. Because his ex was not for him, and that would be that teacher. But he felt like nobody's perfect. Things happen. The next one is, here's the common denominator in this thing. If he changed his identity, it won't work with his twin. So right here, this teacher is considered his twin right now because she is a person he is hooked to. And he was in love with. He felt like he was in love with this lady, the teacher. What is her name? Let me see. I keep calling her this lady. What is her name? I don't like when grown ladies mess with kids, so, you know. I don't have a lot of respect for people like that. Let's see. Rachel. I'm going to stick with the first name because I'm going to mess up the last one. Miss Rachael. So I'm going to leave it at that, Miss Rachael. Okay, so it says right here that if he changes identity, it won't work. So if you go gay, if you get a sex change, or if you just clash. So things went where they was clashing. So it wasn't going to work with him and Miss Rachael, this teacher, right? So it says right here, he was on Arrow Living. That was unique. And here we got somebody picking people in the order of. So that would have been her. She's picking certain kind of people. So she is talking to him some kind of way. And then she was talking to some man over there that she is going to marry. So she is picking certain kind of people. I don't know. Was she this? I don't know what her race is. I say Middle Eastern. She don't have to be that, but whatever. This goes with race though and different stuff. Race or whatever they picking because of it's certain people. So, yeah. He was trying to see her and she was counseling her and stuff like that. He was she wasn't good for him. His ex was trouble and that would be the teacher. But he was steady going after her because by him being a young person and all, he got hooked to this lady. But she is trying to cut him off or did cut him off some kind of way, but she wasn't thinking about his feelings no kind of way. And his mind wasn't as mature as hers. And he couldn't kind of take it like she would take it if somebody was to leave her. So I don't have to look for any kind of murdered card because he did do it. So this is the bracelet 1, Healer Tarot here on YouTube. This is for Mr. Sheldon Jeter Jr., who murdered one of his teachers.